hoping that that is true. Hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. Happy New Year. I am filming this on New Year's Day. I'm hoping that I can get it up today, but I have been having some serious camera issues. So anyway, hopefully this will be going up. If not today, hopefully tomorrow. So anyway, I hope you are all having a wonderful new year so far. So today I thought would be a really good opportunity to talk about my planner lineup for this year. I have got 4 books that I'm going to be using, hopefully. So if you would like to see what each of these books is for and maybe a little flip through and everything, keep watching. So let's go ahead and start off at number 1. So here is my commonplace book, my catch-all, my swatch book, everything. This is my Rhodia dot pad. This is the Rhodia number 16. So this is on Clairefontaine paper. Most all of these that I'm talking about, except for the last one, is fountain pen friendly. I have not tried with the last one just yet, but if you're in the fountain pen world, you should be good to go. So anyway, this, as you can see, I've got lists. I've got just different little things in here. Any thoughts that I have, this even helped me get together what collections I wanted to put in to my bullet journal for this year. Just any notes, anything. And I don't really have to feel guilty about using a notebook. I don't know about y'all, but a commonplace book for me is not something for me that is to be pretty. It's strictly functional. If I want to rip pages out, then I want to be able to do that. And I always felt kind of guilty doing that in just a regular notebook. So having here with the spiral dot pad, I don't feel quite as guilty to actually use it. So I think this is going to be a really good fit. I have used this a lot already. It's just a great little reference book, and I do think that everybody should have some type of a commonplace book. So the second one here, I am going to be reusing the journal from last year for my tarot journal. As y'all know, 2020 and 2021 have been really rough years. They've been rough for me too. Spent most of 2020 in the bed, pregnant, just not feeling good. And then this past year, 2021, I just really lost my creativity and just kind of really delved into depression and anxiety, as I'm sure a lot of you have too. So I just wasn't feeling the creative bug at all. So but here in this past month, I kind of been feeling like I've been digging out of it a little bit and trying to make myself do things again, and I have really missed just being creative. But like I said, this past month, it's kind of, I can feel it starting to grow again, so it feels really, really good. So anyway, I didn't want to give up on my cover here from Imperfectly Perfect, so I just stuck my A5 Stalogy inside. This is the lunar calendar from last year, but literally I've got very few pages filled in. And then here is the one for today that I need to finish. So this many pages, like, it didn't feel right to me to completely abandon this book. Eventually I would like to start moon journaling. I really want to get back on my, I guess, spiritual journey, because I do feel like it got pushed to the wayside even more than the creativity did. So this is going to be my tarot, oracle, any kind of spiritual work that I do, it's going in this book. Next up, we have my bread and butter, my daily And I don't think I've featured this on here yet, but this is a Christmas gift from my mother. This is the Galen Leather A5 folio, and this is in, I believe it is Crazy Horse Forest Green. Oh, it's so pretty. I was shocked whenever I opened this up, just how beautiful it is. This shop has been on my radar pretty much since I got back into planning and got into the really decorative side of it, but I just never took the plunge, and I'm really sad that I didn't before because this thing is, oh, it's fabulous. It's not completely set up yet. I kind of am the type of person where I just kind of do things as I go. I don't know. It stresses me out trying to throw everything together all at once, which is why I set my journal up the way that I have. So this year I'm going to be using the Odyssey notebook from Taroko Designs. If you saw my review on this book versus Tomoe River paper and then the Rhodia, I did like I feel like it was a pretty good video on just how inks and stuff react to each of these papers. So this is a Cosmo Air Light notebook, and y'all, the more I use this, the more I love it. Like, I think even more than the Tomoe River paper. So I've got my index here. My word of the year this year is endeavor. I really wanted something a little bit soft to kind of, you know, not something super hard like go getter or anything like that. I feel like after these last 2 years, we just really need like a soft reset, you know, just give yourself a little kindness and slowly, you know, move back into the swing of things and developing new habits. That's why I picked Endeavor. So here in the front, this is the only collection that I have in the front, and this is my Alistair Method Future Log. Then I've got my January cover page and then my habit tracker. I know if y'all have watched my videos, I have tried to use habit trackers and have abandoned them, but I am going to make the good old college try to stick to using a habit tracker because I really love the idea of it. And through I guess the year or whatever that I've been bullet journaling, I have gotten a lot better about keeping track and, you know, moving things like from day to day, but having it all on one page while still using it day to day, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it maybe we're at the point where it'll work. So we've got today, and then there's tomorrow. I've got a couple of spreads in here done already. Like I said, I've really been feeling creative, and God, it feels good. So that's what I've got up to there, and then my collections in the back. So this is my, I guess, goal spread, but I'm going to be going more over this in the next book, because the next book I just found a couple of days ago. So this was originally going to be like my goal setting, you know, things that I want to do this year, all that good stuff. Here, I'm not sure what I'm going to put yet, but that's a big reason why I put my collections in the back, because I never know exactly what I'm going to want to put in my journal, what I'm going to keep up with. I may find something in the middle of the year and I'm not even done with the book yet. And if I try to think of all that stuff and put it in the front, I don't know, it just kind of, it gives me a little bit of anxiety because I just don't work that way. And then, you know, just trying to think of having a couple of weeks put into a book and then, oh, I want to use this collection and putting it in there. I'm never going to look back at it. So to me, it makes a lot more sense for myself to put all of the collections at the back, except for the future log. Video ideas, mail tracker, and then these are just like some swatch pages. This is the one that I did for the review that I did. And then here are the actual swatch pages. And I love how many they give you. You've got so much space for just different swatches and everything. So love this book, and I could definitely see this book being my my regular new bullet journal, because I really love this paper. All right, so moving to the last book. Like I said, this was found just a couple of days ago, and I have tried using a goal planner before. I tried the Power Sheets a couple of years ago, but I filled out the very first parts of it and then abandoned it, which I'm very notorious for doing. But this book, I'm not gonna lie, I've been looking up goal planners and everything. I've looked at the Moxie Life, but I love my bullet journal, and it works for me. It's been working for me for a while, so I didn't want to switch up my planner completely and go back to something structured like that. But I love the idea of journaling and, you know, writing down goals and everything like that. And then I found this, and I didn't want to spend the money potentially, you know, for the hardback book. So I was like, you know what? I'll buy the printable. I'll print it out. We'll see how it goes. So I chose the Artist of Life workbook from Lavender. And I did take a few previews. I did look at some videos of it and everything, and I really liked what I saw. So I printed it off, spent all night last night printing, cutting, punching, and rounding corners of this. So by God, we better use this. So there's a full table of contents. I do plan on going a little bit more in depth with this book, but it is not only just a goal planner, but it is supposed to be like well, not planner, but a workbook. It's supposed to be like a life mindset workbook as well. I don't know, just everything that I've seen so far, it seems to go a little bit more in depth than the Power Sheets do. And I thought the Power Sheets were like, I loved the idea of it, but it's like, it's very much about just a lot of reflection and things like that. There's the whole section here that was, you know, kind of saying goodbye to 2021 with the good and the bad. Hello, 2022. And then you've got all these pages from, let's see, page 12 to page 59, what I've got here, that are just purely about building your new habits, building your new goals, telling, like, I don't know, it's very, very in depth. I was really, really impressed with what I saw, and I have subscribed to Lavender's channel. I want to see what I don't know. I want to see some more of her videos and just kind of work with this and everything. So I'm really excited to try this out. Like I said, all this right here is about planning your new habits, resetting your mind in a more positive direction, everything like that. And then when you get back here, pages 60 through, it looks like the end of the book, maybe. Okay, so pages 60 through 147 for me are your months, and then you'll have your breakdowns, gratitude journal, reflections, things like that. And then it looks like there might be some other pages in there too mixed in. And then here in the back, you've got, I know I saw some journaling prompts and everything like that. But I'm still working in the very front of the book, still trying to get everything filled out in the front. But I really liked what I saw when I saw this. So maybe if I actually stick to this one, which I'm really going to make a very concerted effort to do, I might get a hard copy of this next year. So anyway, that that is everything. That is what I'm planning on using this year. Everything, like, I know for sure that I do pretty well keeping up with the daily journal and the tarot journal. The notebook, that's definitely a no-brainer. I know that it will get used for a fact. If nothing else gets used, this one will definitely get used. But I really do want to try and keep up with this goal book and see how it goes. So what are you planning on using next year? Next year. I'm still thinking in 2021. What are you planning on using this year? I'd love to know. So let me know down in the comments. And I think that's about it. Like I said, next video, I do plan on doing a little bit more in-depth review on the Artists of Life workbook. I'll leave links to everything down below. And other than that, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see future videos, please hit subscribe. I would love to have you over here. And other than that, I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.